Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? So today, apparently Asmongold is gonna tell us why we would want to play vanilla WoW again, but I've never really been a WoW guy.
Why you should play
I don't really want to play WoW, but let's get into it. I've never wanted to play WoW. Maybe this will change my mind.
vanilla era in 2023.
It's hard to think that Classic WoW has been out almost 4 years at this point. That's a hell of a long time to
It's actually true.
still not have Thunder Fury. Since then, we've
Yeah, hasn't it been out since 2006? I've never wanted to play it one time in my life.
had the Burning
I have Thunder
Crusade,
Fury.
Wrath, Season of Mastery, and hell, I wouldn't be surprised if we have Classic Cataclysm announced by the end of the year, which is pretty nuts to be honest.
Yeah.
But what's more interesting to me is the current state of Vanilla era WoW, which is currently going through what I can only describe as a complete resurrection. I have not seen the Vanilla Classic servers this busy since Classic WoW launched back in 2019. It's insane.
That's actually crazy to me.
And if you're one of those people sitting on the fence and thinking about jumping back into Vanilla on a fresh character, well,
Nope, never have. I played it one time. I played the demo, the like free trial for 20 levels, and I was like, this game isn't for me. And then I uninstalled it.
or starting the game for the very first time, then this
I installed Black Desert Online. Blew this game out of the water. I was like, wow, this game's actually fun.
is the video.
Dude, that's nuts that there's that many people playing who aren't just like hardcore players. They just want to play classic World of Warcraft.
for you.
Good
Why?
for them.
Because I have done
Good for them, man. I hope they're happy and they made whatever I hope they're just having fun. That's all I hope for.
just that.
But convince
Some time
me.
ago, I created a brand new character on a Vanilla era server I'd never played on before. It was a completely fresh start for me, and since then, over the last few weeks, I've been leveling, running dungeons, being mind controlled down chimneys, and generally having a fucking great time, to be honest with you. From that experience,
How dare you swear at me?
I can absolutely confirm that Vanilla era Classic WoW is booming right now.
Is
There are
it?
new players everywhere.
Wait, I was told it was dying.
Running dungeons is a super smooth experience, and forming groups takes only a few minutes most of the time.
Jesus.
I just finished questing through Duskwood, and completing the many elite quests was easy because of how many other players were adventuring alongside me, ready and eager to talk, group up, and get the job done.
And that's what I think is so crazy about it.
I mean, that's how it should be in video games, no matter what game you're playing, if it's multiplayer and it's co-op based, PvE. This like I used to play and go to like raid dungeons and people would be like, if you're not a healer, if you're not a tank, you need these specific thing, get the fuck out of here. I don't care if you want to enjoy the game. We want to win. And it's like, I understand that mentality because I also get that mentality sometimes, but like at the end of the day, people are just there to play a video game, have fun, and forget about what's happening in reality.
Is the fact that like it's not even something
All right,
that's happening with,
Asmongold. Don't you fucking move your webcam. Alright.
with hardcore
We're going
WoW,
up
it's
there
something
now.
that's happening everywhere. Like Era is actually thriving. People are actually playing hardcore now. It's nuts.
Obviously, I can't speak for the American servers because I play on EU, but I've heard that it's the same over there. with a massive
Okay, maybe that's what it is. Maybe EU is popping off. Because I was told that WoW was pretty much dying because Blizzard kept making bad decisions for the game, like WoW tokens and stuff. I pay attention to like what's happening, but I don't play the game.
new and returning players to the vanilla game. The question here, though, is why? Why is this happening in the first place?
No
After all,
idea.
Vanilla WoW hasn't had any new content since the original classic release, if you don't count the Season of Mastery, which was a bit, you know. So why are people returning to play the game now? Honestly, I think it comes down to the nature of vanilla as a game.
This just doesn't look fun to me. It looks like they're just pressing a button down here and the character's just automatically doing it.
I think also people are excited about hardcore WoW because they're talking about it again, right? It's like people are talking about hardcore WoW and then like maybe they try out hardcore and they're like, you know, they die, but they're like, fuck it, I just want to keep going, keep playing, and like that's probably what it is too.
Differentiates it from
It's like a
WoW
social
Classic
movement.
and retail WoW, which I think is where many players are coming from right now. This could be summarized pretty simply as the journey is the destination. Now we've all heard the meaningful journey shit when it comes to vanilla, but honestly it's pretty accurate. World of Warcraft has never been a sandbox game, but vanilla WoW is far closer to a sandbox than any subsequent version of the game. Leveling takes time. It fosters a bond between players.
That sounds like grindy bullshit I don't have time for because I have shit to do.
And character.
Well, it's an actual experience that transcends just a fucking bullshit thing that you have to do for like 20 hours because this is how MMOs are. Like, for most games, leveling is completely pointless. There's no reason to have to level.
New spells and improvements in gear, as well as simple things like making the most of professions while you...
What do you mean? You level up to get stronger so that you can beat the shit out of people that are a higher level than you.
level, and using the auction house...
I kind of understand what he's talking about though. Because like, in other games where there's no leveling system, your character just is at their maximum power.
All of these things make that journey to max level feel like much more of an adventure in its own right than in any other version of WoW. You don't log in.
Well, the thing is, classic WoW is really hard and fucking annoying, so you have to do things that you wouldn't normally do while leveling.
Just to get to level 60, you log
You're really selling me, Asmon. You're really selling me on wanting to play this game.
in because you want to play your character, regardless of what its current level is. This feeling of adventure is only strengthened by the game's approach to cooperation and interaction between players. There was a common misconception which was heavily ridiculed before the release of Classic WoW that vanilla was really hard, something which people quickly realised is not accurate. Mechanically speaking, vanilla WoW is far simpler than any subsequent version of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
What people really meant was that vanilla is far less forgiving than modern
Well,
WoW.
it's also that the simplicity is what people like. I don't know why, like, there's a lot of esports enjoyers that are like, no, the game has to reward you because you have a 80 millisecond reaction time. No. People want an easy game they can sit back and relax and play.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I don't want to be clicking, click, 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 done.
Far
It
less
stresses me out.
friendly,
Stop.
and that everything takes more time. What this means for players is
I don't
that
have to
working
click
together
100
is the
fucking
best way
clicks
to deal
per
with
second.
many challenges presented by the game. You talk to people, you accomplish things together that due to the nature of the game would have been extremely difficult or impossible for you to achieve on your own, which makes the feeling of jolly cooperation all the more powerful.
Yeah,
This is-
exactly, because like you actually couldn't solo very well as most classes. So whenever you had somebody
I don't like that. If I wanna play a game, I understand that it's like an MMO and it's supposed to be multiplayer, but like I like the MMOs where like it doesn't matter whether you're the dungeon scales to how many people are inside of it. Those are the best MMOs because sometimes you can't find people to play with it. You like some people just want to play with their friends, and if their friends aren't playing that day, they could do the dungeon by themselves. I don't like this fucking, oh well, if you don't group up with random strangers, then get fucked, loser.
else helping you, it was like night and day difference. Whereas like now in retail WoW, usually leveling with another person or playing with somebody else will end up slowing you down.
Oh,
And the gear matters a lot too. Yeah, exactly.
maybe it's
How
better now.
bonds in games are made. This is how friendships are made. The reality is that I've added more new
Well, if you play with other people, I don't think it should slow you down. I think it should scale to either. That's the problem I had with ESO. ESO, playing with other people is fucking pointless. You get nothing out of playing with other players in ESO. Even today, Like, I thought they would have fixed it by now, but I recently downloaded it and played it again, and ESO is trash. I was playing with my friends, and there was no point to grouping, because we were all doing our own quests. Like, there was no shared I don't know. It just didn't feel like we were playing co-op. It felt like we were just like, hey, I see my friend. All right.
People to my friends list in the 2 weeks of playing vanilla WoW than they have in 2 years of playing retail. And I'm much more likely to keep adding people to the friends list, considering that they
I don't think Bethesda knows how to make multiplayer games.
crop up again and again out in the world because the servers aren't mashed together in the cross-realm system where you never see someone more than once.
I do have to say that I am a mass server enjoyer. I don't like the idea that servers are... I don't think servers add any value. They're garbage. They're a technological limitation. It should have been left in 2015, 2010. But, you know, I think that the value would still be the same if everybody was in the same place. I think sharding and phasing is what the problem is, really.
Okay, so we've gone over the meaningful journey.
Dude, he likes sharding and phase.
And the focus on cooperation with other players. These things are essential, but I think there's more to it than that, which makes vanilla so popular.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
I think
smack
the
my
big
microphone.
Part of what draws people back to the vanilla game is the simple, honest fantasy of the game. You play as a nobody, setting forth on an adventure to become a somebody in a world filled with fantasy races, tons of varied locations, and all manner.
Well, it's an art.
That's literally every game ever made. That's an RPG like this.
RPG that you can choose your own path in. Whereas later on in WoW, that path is chosen for you. You do certain actions, you are the hero of Azeroth, etc. And again, Final Fantasy does that, and I think the MSQ for Final Fantasy is better than it is for WoW. So it's not like it's somehow a better experience, like fundamentally, but it's definitely a more open experience.
Okay.
Stories to explore. You don't have a single mega-mind plot being forced down your throat at all times, nor do you have to constantly adjust your expectations to the changing focus of the game's story and
I mean, that's good. It's a good thing for this game.
characters. All of this, in my opinion, serves to make the world feel much more realistic. It feels like a virtual world, and your character is just one of many people in it, finding their place in that world. And speaking of the world, it's just immense.
Yeah.
You're not packed into a few small zones or a hub city all the time, but instead you're left to travel across vast distances, which only adds to that feeling of being in an actual virtual world, rather than a condensed game level.
Yeah, that's another thing that the game really...
Wait, I thought this game was riddled with people botting for gold and stuff, and Blizzard wasn't doing anything about it.
did a good job at is having places that were just there because of the nature of it being an open world rather than a level that you go through.
Go on and on, but to put it simply, people are coming back to vanilla WoW now because the game is timeless in a way that the other versions of WoW just aren't.
Yeah, it is.
You don't need a directed path of content or a new patch to consume for the game to be worth your time. In my opinion, it's one of the best games ever made, and it has aged better than any other game I can think of.
No, it's not, because other video games I can pay for, and then I own the game. With World of Warcraft, you had to pay $14 a month, every month. $14. That's like half. That's my double a Netflix subscription back then. And then you get to watch like movies and stuff. That was back when Netflix was good, but like, why? Like, I already pay for an internet connection. Just let me buy a game and then play it. Like New World isn't the best game ever, but like, you pay for it and then it's your game. You get to keep playing it. I mean, I think they did add a battle pass, but like before, there wasn't that. There was some like skins that you could buy on the shop, but that's not necessary to play the game. $14 is mandatory. That's why I don't play Final Fantasy 14. I don't want to pay a subscription fee to play a video game. Like, then you end up paying more than like a AAA game.
In contrast to retail and the later stages of Wrath, vanilla offers a more sandbox experience which I think appeals to a large portion of the community who just want to explore and create their own adventures rather than being forced to play the game in a certain fixed way to be doing it the right way. In vanilla, the right way is whatever you want it to be as long as you're having fun. Something which, in my opinion at least, got lost somewhere along.
Do you know what the best MMORPG of all time is? And I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for this because it's not an official one. GTA RP. It's the best MMO experience, in my opinion. Because you actually do get to be whoever you want to be in that world. And sure, there's no leveling. Some servers do have a leveling system, but you don't need one. Like Asmongold said earlier in this video, leveling up is a waste of time when you could do something else. So like, I think that the best social MMORPG where it does require you to interact with other people is GTA RP. And guess what? After you pay for GTA 5, it's free. Some servers are whitelisted, but that just takes some of your time. That's still free.
On the way to modern WoW.
Well, it's not about having fun anymore. It's about optimizing your rotation, making sure that you have your weak auras updated, installing the...
No video games are about having fun anymore, almost. They don't give a shit whether you're having fun. They want you to play the game the way they want you to play the game, or else. Look at Tears of the Kingdom. People found a bunch of cool, fun glitches that didn't hurt anybody in the game. And Nintendo goes, "Hey, you're having fun. Patched. Hey, you found a new way to have fun that we patched. Get the fuck out of here." I hate that shit. I refuse to. I have the first iteration of Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm never updating my Switch until the DLC comes out, and then I'm gonna just be pissed.
EBM, making sure that you're in a raiding guild, showing up to that raid on time. Do you have the plugin for this boss here? Okay, good. Making sure that your rotation for the interrupt, you're the 7th interrupt on the 3rd ad. All right, oops, somebody disconnected. It's a wipe again. Okay, now we're gonna spend 15 minutes walking back.
That sounds toxic.
Oh, we're gonna have soul stone, but somebody released. Let's get a summoning stone down. We've got to summon them back. Oh my god. The boss, this is your 200th wipe on the same boss. What is this?
That sounds like just pure dog shit.
Who's having fun here?
I wanted to make this video
Not me.
because to me, the more people who come back to vanilla or get into it for the first time, the better. In an ideal world, I would love for this surge of interest to result in Blizzard finally seriously looking at the prospects of additional content for vanilla WoW in the spirit of...
The problem that I have with that, and I do think they should do this, however, is that I do not trust Blizzard to do this.
I don't trust Blizzard to do fucking anything anymore, to be honest. They've lost a lot of my faith. After Diablo 3 was such a disappointment to me, I don't know. Path of Exile is so much way more fun, and it's more convoluted, but it's more fun because they made a fun game that's free to play. I don't even have to pay for that one, and it's still fun for free.
In like a good way. Like I think that this is the path forward, but I don't think it's going to be perfect, and the content that they release will not be of the same quality of the original content. I don't know, like there's a lot of things with Diablo that...
No, because the company had heart back when they released this. Even though I don't like the game, I can see that they put a lot of heart and soul into the game. But then they got greedy because they saw all these other game developers releasing like shitcoin that like people can just pay to win in their game, and they're like, that's more money for us. And it's like, okay, dude. And then the community just ruins the game for everyone else because they have money to spend on shitcoin.
that I think work really well, but like the game design decisions in a lot of cases are just not very good. And it's the same thing with like Dragonflight. And like Blizzard just like has some of these like values that don't make any sense to me. Like I think Blizzard, like it's almost like
their values are greed, greed, and greed, and that's their values.
Want their games to be frustrating. To make bosses have one mechanic, boom, content's perfect, classic. Yeah.
The original game. But even if it just means that we all get to experience true classic WoW together once more and revel in the magnificence of the game, then that's enough for me, and I hope you'll join me for the ride. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more,
that's crazy that there's that many people.
Well, the problem is that they think that...
That's wild that there's that many people playing that.
Friction is necessary, but they don't understand how to create...
It just proves that old games were better, even though I don't like World of Warcraft.
Create it in a fulfilling way. So that's the problem. It's that friction is necessary in a game for it to be good, but that friction is not in the right place.
For you. How convenient, right? I am a generous soul, aren't I? If you like the vibe of the channel, then I'd encourage you to subscribe, and if you don't, then you should probably run away as fast as you can, eh? Until the next episode, guys, be well, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
There it is.
See you later. Alright, that didn't really convince me to want to play WoW. So, unfortunately, it didn't work for me. I don't know. Let's see what Asmongold has to say in the last 2 minutes of the video.
I really like this video. I think it's a short video. It's sweet, to the point.
I mean, the video was fine. It was perfect for people that like World of Warcraft. I have no problems with it.
But yeah, I definitely agree with this. I think that the reason why vanilla WoW is blowing up is because it's really easy. You can do it at your own pace. The raids are a minimum.
That's literally like any decent MMO right now. I'm pretty sure you can play Black Desert Online at your own pace.
Time investment. You can get world buffs and run them over, and then you can get the best gear out of the raid for running them over. It's amazing, and that's why people like it. They like it because it's fucking easy.
You can play Path of Exile at your own pace.
And I know that it's like no, it's not true. Yes, it fucking is. Because the moment the game got too hard, errors started blowing up. What a fucking coincidence. Give me a break. Yeah, there's no convoluted systems. The leveling matters. I'll see you buy the game and it's done. Yeah, exactly. There's that too. It's wild as I played WoW once, 2014-15. Basically nothing. And somehow the world of classic WoW is nostalgic. It's truly fantasy. Well, it's because they really made something special with classic WoW, and I don't think Blizzard has been able to really do a lot of that afterwards.
No. Also, the last time that I liked Warcraft was when it was an RTS.
I think they've never been able to really capture that in the same way.
Warcraft 3 was their best Warcraft game.
It's hard, man. I'm excited for Cataclassic. I'll play it, but I mean, this is what it is. Retail dungeon leveling is so dumb. Retail peaked in Wrath. I think that retail, Wrath, I like Wrath classes more than I like vanilla classes, personally. But, I think that vanilla content was better, and the vanilla world was better, and the vanilla systems were better.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video. I hope you guys have a great day. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe for more. I'm sorry this didn't make me want to play WoW. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.